Shit. I'm gonna do that shit. Oh damn, we live. Hey, we
We
live. We
live.
live. We live. I almost we live, man. We back. Hold on, let's get the IG cracking.
Let me pull mine up too. Make
Hold
sure I
on,
put my do not disturb on for you. I know somebody gonna try to call me.
what's rapping, man? We back. Hold on, let's get it cracking. I ain't got a lot of people in tonight. They'll be here though.
They'll be in. Hey, what up, everybody that's in? Let me
There we
see.
go, Derek. Hey, Derek, what's up, man? I knew you was gonna be the first boy in the building. What up with you, man? Hey, every week, bro. I appreciate you for tapping in because you be here every week supporting.
Definitely.
My camera done got ultra bright again on me. Get everybody in here.
Let me pin this at the top.
Get
Let
1
me
second.
pin comment.
Right.
Hey, what up, y'all, man? We on I pinned it. I pinned it on the it's the top
What up,
comment. I
Ray?
pinned it. Y'all come on over to YouTube, man. We're on the Mow Trappin Podcast right now. We're trying to wait on everybody to come in. Hey, what up, Paul Dean? Appreciate you rocking with us too, man. That's love. I'm trying to give everybody some time. Yeah, everybody some time. Bone getting his camera back reloaded up.
Yeah, there we go, man. My
Oh,
camera, man. I accidentally did something. It's got my camera going from bright to low back to bright. Y'all guys who just joining in, man. I'm about to drop this link as usual, so we can get ready to get it cracking for the night. There we go.
what up,
What up for
Precision?
this Smurf? So
Y'all
that's
come on.
precision. Is that precision?
Now, he on my IG.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
y'all, I got these
What up,
lives
Steve?
going. Yeah,
Hold
y'all
on, let's
come
get
on over to YouTube, man. We're on the podcast tonight. It's Big Tuesday, episode 14.
sending this over right now. Oh shoot, hold on. We got somebody, Michael Wells Photography. What's up?
What up, Michael?
Neighbor serving neighbors. Okay, yeah, that's my boy from Louisville. What's up, man? Kentucky native, man. What's up, man? Glad you in here again.
Definitely. Yeah, y'all come on over to the podcast, man. I'm gonna be on here for a little while. Y'all seeing kind of behind the scenes. We networking.
Yeah, we about to get it cracking. We got a couple more minutes and we get it popping. Everybody on IG, that's the link right there to get in here. Yeah, I forgot, Paul, you from Kentucky too.
Yeah, all y'all Kentucky boys.
Now the Tennessee boys coming in a minute.
Oh, they
They usually
definitely gonna
come
be in.
loaded too. Yeah, they usually cover here loaded too, man.
What up with you, man? T_Perry 96. What up with your fam? Y'all come on over to YouTube, man. Y'all I tagged it at the bottom what y'all put in. And it's gonna pop straight up Mow Trappin Podcast.
And I
Just click the link, y'all will see we live.
hope everybody had a good week.
Give y'all a little time. Oh yeah, the weather finna get ready to start flipping now. Y'all gotta be prepared for it, man. The weather
I think
finna
it's
start
coming tonight
flipping.
too.
Yeah, the wind is finna start coming. I'm telling you, it's gonna drop it down.
Yeah, I'm oh man, I
It's
gotta get
supposed to
up
be about
early,
30. I know
man.
it's gonna be in the 30s up in the morning,
I'm getting
bone.
30, 40. I think we might be lucky at 40 tomorrow, but you know, when you so used to the weather like today, 70, then tomorrow drop to straight 40.
Yeah.
Man, listen, keep your stuff on tomorrow. Even I'm telling you, when y'all get cold and wet, don't start peeling layers. You better keep it on, man. You gonna fuck around and have pneumonia.
Hey, you really is, man. You gonna be
Then you
sweating,
down
but keep
for real.
keep them layers on, man. You gonna be sweating underneath that, man. But you'll save yourself after you sit out in the truck or you
Ooh, he
sit
already
still
got snow
somewhere.
flurries. He already got snow flurries. What up, everybody? Come on over to
It's gonna
YouTube,
be
man. It's
lit,
Tuesday
man.
night.
Yeah, I'm finna
It's
go on and get
Tuesday
up off
night.
of
We got
IG,
that
man.
one
Y'all
more
come
minute
on
and I'm
over.
gonna
We about to
switch
get
it
the
up.
show started tonight. We about to get the show started. Y'all come on over to YouTube right
Hey,
now, man. I'm off here.
Paul Dean, you just said that those head colds. Let me tell you something. Every time around this time of the year when this weather change, I go through it like crazy with them, man. I'm hopping off her IG. Y'all come on over to YouTube. All right, we gonna get it cracking. We gonna get it cracking now, man.
Like, cool.
We back again. Another Tuesday night. Uh, Mow Trappin Podcast, Boneyard Lawn Service Solo Entrepreneur down here in Kentucky, western part of Kentucky, in a little town called Paducah. I had somebody today ask me how to spell it. It's a little town called Paducah, Paducah. Paducah. That's what it sounds like. So, man,
Hey man,
you
y'all
got
know what it is, man. I'm John Crawley, one man, one more landscaping. Nashville, Tennessee. That's where I'm from, man. Definitely putting on for my city, man. We got about I have 3 people right now that's helping the team out. You know what I'm saying? It's the end of the season, so I'm kind of slowing down some. So hey man, we just having fun out here right now, just trying to get used to this transition period, man, from fall to winter, because it's coming in fast.
it's coming in, man.
Hey, but
So,
Bob, I looked at the weather for the future. I don't know
uh,
how warm it's gonna get up at next week, but we gonna hit 70 again. I think Monday or Tuesday. We gonna be right back at 70 in Nashville.
man, that's crazy. That's crazy right there, man. I'm telling you, like the old man used to say, boy, the weather coming like Powerball numbers. It's
It is.
75 one day, 42 the next day, back up the next day.
Roll the dice, baby. They rolling the dice, man.
But man, let me tell you, so every time we come in, you talk about this past week. So this past week, I've been thinking about these past few years because
Okay.
this is the complete. I finally completed 5 years under my belt now. So
Okay.
this will make it a full 5 years. So I was thinking about, man, my second year in. And my second year in, was it my second year in? Yeah, it was my second year in, man. My third year in, my third season in. Uh I had a whole bunch of leaf jobs that had got put on the books.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I went to practice with my son that year and I ended up getting a toe infection. I couldn't wear a boot for about 55 days. So I couldn't put a shoe on, couldn't put a boot on or nothing for about 55 days, man. I ended up getting that toe infection. Anybody had a toothache, it was like having a toothache in my foot. One of the worst feelings I ever had in my life. And I was just thinking about, you know what I'm saying, a few years back, man, how that toe infection put me down. And I thought it was about to be my first good fall. Didn't think I was gonna make it through. Well, I had a bunch of leaf jobs, like I say on the books. It's about 55 days, man. I only ended up losing 2 of those leaf jobs, and I believe I had about 10 of them around the time. So, 10 jobs, you ain't mowing for the month. It probably would have still gave me about 4 grand in a slow off season. That was gonna be cool for me.
Yeah,
I lost about 3 of them, and still everybody else held on to me, man, because they was like,
that's
"No,
good.
we understand, man. We understand. You can't. It's your health." And so, when you just communicate, you got good clients like that. They actually they get the current about you when they get time of this year. So if they got any little work, they're like, "Hey, I know he been mowing all summer. It might be slow for him. Let me see if you want to come by and do this and that." So
That's what a lot of guys are fail to realize with building them relationships in the business, man. Your clients, the good relationships you build, they will keep you busy in the wintertime with little odds and ends jobs. Because I
yeah,
know when I'm slow, I might go in and help somebody put some furniture together. I mean, I
I
might
get it.
I've
I
literally
get it.
went and cleaned somebody's house for them. It was an older client. They was tired of their house
Yep,
looking like it.
I
Asked me to
did
come in
that.
and do a little cleaning. Hey man,
Hmm.
I tapped in a little bit of everything. I'm not gonna lie. But I know when we with me this week, I had the first time to actually mow a couple of the yards that I aerated seeded this week.
I seen it
And
on the
man,
IG, and it was looking
I
good.
had a couple yards. I finally was able to mow a couple of them this week, man, and they are green.
Yeah, I
And
seen. I
like
said, man,
I
I got to get
remember
into that.
like when I first air, cause my air raid setup is way different than everybody else's setup. So you know how the social media network, the ones that's got the big air raid equipment, they come for you. They like, oh, you're not doing it right, you're not doing this, and I sat there and laughed at it because I knew when I cut these yards, I know my craft. I know how the yards gonna look. So I couldn't wait to get out there and cut them yards to show them how green it was gonna be. So I had fun. I had fun with that clip this week though. That
Nah,
that, that gave
I
that gave me some
seen the
laughter.
yard. But I'm gonna tell you what's crazy because the aerator that you actually use, I've been looking for one the last few years, just like that. But the thing
Uh-huh.
is, because I was gonna do the same thing, except you got to walk behind. I was just gonna
Yeah.
put it on my 48 inch, drop a
Yeah.
couple heavy bricks on there, and get down there and poke that ground up.
Sure
I
can. And
mean,
I
you got to
tell you,
start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you, man, I'm using the same aerator bone that I bought 10 years ago at Home Depot. It cost me $199. Now check this out. I did the research because I wanted to get a newer one. They
Yeah,
went up from 199. I think right now they like 269 or
that's right.
279. But the thing will last you for 10 years. You only go
You made
use
your
it
money
during the
over
air
and
raiding
over
season.
and over and over.
Yeah, and
That's
over so
crazy.
that aerator has paid for itself maybe 50, 60 times over. More than that, maybe a couple hundred times over. It has paid for itself. So,
That's
like I tell
crazy.
people, man, you don't have to go buy all that expensive equipment. You just maximize with what you
What
have.
you
That way
got?
you can collect more profits. That's how you transition and get through wintertime. It's just maximizing your equipment. So,
Yeah.
that's pretty much what it's all about, man, for real.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I started off with even my leaf jobs. I didn't know no better. I was trying to do leaf jobs. Anybody in here know what a Husqvarna 150 BT is? Yeah, I was trying to do leaf jobs with that little bitty blower. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
And but I was getting it done. It
you
was
was getting it
taking me
done.
longer. I was making my name. And I was making my portfolio. So when I was getting
Exactly.
because I had some customers, they was like, I don't know what it is. I just got customers around the mulching, and I believe what it is. I start telling them, if I got to come through and bag these leaves and haul them off, you're gonna pay this. And so when people got to seeing, I don't want to pay that like that. Go ahead, I'll try you with the mulching.
Yeah.
And what it was, I believe a lot of people was getting people who was just mulching the leaves, but they was dropping the decks all the way down. So
Mm-hmm.
they dropping the decks down and they mulching the leaves, and if it's wet or anything like that, it makes it even crazier. Whenever you mulch the leaves, you can't drop the deck. The deck don't get dropped. You don't put your foot on it. You keep that deck high when it comes to just with my experience in them leaves. I keep
Yeah.
that deck high. And once I did that one time for one customer, he seen it. He said, "Man, I'm gonna have you do that every year." And it's funny because I got a guy who just texted me. It's like 3 houses down from him. He wants his leaves done this year because they
Yeah.
actually say, okay, he can actually mulch the leaves to where it didn't leave in my yard with like leaf mush, type
Basically,
thing.
yeah. Because
So
I learned as well, like when you cutting wet leaves, mulching them up, that's when you got to get that blow out of there, and you got to
yeah,
pick them leaves back up off the ground. Like all the
got to.
tile marks, the tracks, you got to pick them back up at the top of the grass. And then what I recommend, of course, you cut it high. Like if you normally cut the grass on like 3.5 inches, 3.2, 3.5, I mulch the leaves up on about 4 inches. And then
4 inch,
you
yeah,
slowly, then you slowly you work it down to the level that you normally cut the grass. Now, what I like to do is give them a nice clean cut at the end. So if I normally cut them on 3.7, I drop the deck down to 3.5 inches. That way,
yeah.
I'm taking some grass off and I'm really getting it good and clean.
Now,
And
cause I, yeah,
that tends to hip you out. That's really cleaning up them fine clippings of leaves to where like they don't leave any.
yeah, because
So
I seen you this week. Like I say, when you had a couple of them aerated properties, and I know after you aerate, you can't mulch them leaves up. You got to blow them
no,
up on a lot of them.
you
So
can't
especially when they
because
getting treated too.
that is correct. That is correct because like what happened is, the grass is still young. It's only like maybe a month. It's only a month old, 6 weeks old. So if
Hmm.
you getting a running over that grass that many times with that heavy equipment, all your tile marks is gonna show that the grass is not
Yeah,
gonna respond and it's not gonna grow back how it should grow back in the springtime. Because you putting all that wear and tear with that heavy machine, because them zero turns 1,200 pounds,
heavy.
between 800, 1,200 pounds. A
Yeah,
walk behind is 500 to 800 pounds in weight.
yeah.
You can't, that new grass
They
can't
throwing that good
sustain
stuff.
that. It can't sustain it. So you basically just wasting your client's money if you get the mulching up leaves on a freshly aerated lawn. You can't do it like it. And so,
Yeah,
and I try to let people know the reason why a lot of times, but if you aerate lawns and it's a lot of leaves falling, that lets you tap into some of that leaf removal
they
early
got
in the season.
that
They
lawn.
gotta get it removed. It comes with the territory. You wanted the good grass, let's take care of your good grass. Let's go. We have to remove them leaves. It's
And,
just
and
part
I'm
of the game.
and I'm gonna tell y'all too, because like a lot of times we talk leaves and a lot of stuff, and we don't really give the numbers. But in my area, man, if you got I'm talking about a small cookie cutter. If they just want the leaves removed, I start at 300 in my area. And when I say 300, some people like 300. You'd be surprised how many people that's a deal.
That's a deal.
So I got another customer. They wanted me to get the leaves this year, so they was gonna call somebody and have the leaves, removed off the property. And I told them, I always tell my customers, man, it's your money. Make the best decision with your money for your family. And
Exactly.
so I give him an option. They called around. He said, man, we got somebody. He want 800 to remove the leaves off his property. He
Mm-hmm.
said, we're gonna let you see what you can do in motion. Well, I went and mulched the leaves, gave him that price, went and mulched them up real good. They had their daughter's birthday last week. He came home at night, he didn't get to see it. The next morning I got a text message, man, you made it look amazing. We got
Exactly.
another round that's gonna drop. We'd rather have you come through and get it again. So basically I'm coming
Exactly.
through, I'm getting them rounds twice. Instead of him having to spend 800, he's gonna have to spend around six with me, but he's still saving $200.
Exactly.
So, and it's working for him. So
It is because it just depends on the client, man. I know I have a couple of I have a couple of particular clients. They don't
uh-huh.
want any leaves left on the ground. I actually prefer and I love them because
Yeah,
that
get you
ticket can
money and
get
get
up
you
to
work.
like
Yeah,
900, maybe even close to
yeah.
$1,000 because you got to look at it
Uh-huh.
like this. You got to go out there, remove all the leaves. I don't
Go
have a
all
vac
over.
system. I never really invested in a vac
You
system
gotta
yet.
blow them.
So
You gotta haul them
so
off.
you gotta blow them in a pile. A lot of guys say I will mulch them up first before you
Yeah.
bag them, which I might try that on
Uh-huh.
some of the yards that I have. I might mulch them up in one pile that way to shrink the pile down, and then I'll take them and just
Ah,
rake it up on the tarp, and that way the pile will drop down way low on the trailer instead of it being an ungodly amount of leaves that you got to
please,
try to
yeah.
fight to put a tarp on to keep the leaves down
Please.
because everybody knows you have to tarp them leaves because if you don't put no tarp on them, you will get
Come
pulled
on.
over on the interstate. You're gonna get pulled over
Please,
for
yeah.
littering.
And
You're
now
gonna
I'm
get
gonna tell you
pulled
some
over for
crazy
littering.
stuff. I've had a couple cars behind me one time, man, and I felt bad. I thought I had it down to I had it strapped down. I had everything how I thought it should be. I tried my best. And honestly, I didn't try. Man, it just blew off. It was nothing I can do. It was nothing I could do. You know what I'm saying? But when you're doing them leaves, man, get your system. Get your system down. Cause you're not gonna have a leaf vac at first, like Crawley said. That leaf
No.
vac system, it takes you gotta have a dump trailer. Well, I ain't gonna say you gotta have a dump trailer. I
Not.
know a guy, he makes his box in the bed of his regular truck.
Yeah.
And so he runs the vac into the bed of his regular truck. And it
Mm-hmm.
works for him. So
Yeah, a lot of people run it. They just put boards up on their regular trailer, put the vac against the trailer. Then when they get to the yard, it's just a bit. You just have to blow them all off. You just get at the
yeah,
top of the leaf pile and you just work it down. That's how I do it. I just blow them all off.
yeah. You
So
just
I
work
mean,
it down,
you
yeah.
gotta. It takes more time, but you still can maximize with the equipment you have. So that way, when you
Yep.
do get the leaf blower or you get the dump trailer, you will really appreciate on
You appreciate it.
how much you speed your time up, man.
And
That's
you
like
already got some clients. So
exactly,
'cause if you can
exactly.
get clients that want you to remove leaves every year, when you get that leaf blower, you just got them, you just got the neighbor, and you just got somebody else because you can do jobs way quicker.
Yeah, you ain't lying. And I'm gonna throw something else out there, man, because I lost the whole tire on my trailer yesterday when I was coming home.
Oh yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
when it
yeah.
went flat, but I'm telling everybody, man, make sure you got a spare tire on your trailer. I can't stress that enough, man. Just make sure you got a spare tire because
It'll
it
save you
happened at
that.
nighttime. It
Yeah.
happened at nighttime, so whenever it blew, I didn't even know it blew. And I have a dual axle trailer. So thank God that
Yeah.
I had that dual axle because that one tire
Make
held
it
it
work.
up until I got on my street
Yeah.
and I pulled over and saw that the whole wheel, because I saw the wheel take off and thank God I got in the right lane when it got to shaking because that wheel would have took
Yeah.
off and
It
it
could
could
have
have
been
been a
ugly.
catastrophe. It could have been a real catastrophe for me out there. So like so, but I got through it. But everybody, man, make sure you keep a spare tire on that trailer, man. Cause like on for your utility trailer, man, because you never know, especially the timing. It's gonna get dark faster. You might be coming in at 5:36. It's dark. You're not gonna see when you got a flat
30,
tire.
445 here.
Yeah, exactly. And you might mess around and lose. And if you only got one axle, you down out there. You
Yeah,
down on the side of the interstate. You can't really change your tire and keep it moving fast. So that's just another word to
yeah.
the wise man, because we ain't doing nothing but dropping game on here.
Man, let's drop some more. We're gonna get into the news for the week, and this crazy because this right here, we're seeing solar power getting used in a public park over here in Illinois, and what it is, they're using these solar powered. I know you guys seen these little mowing machines like this. I know I see quite a few Husqvarnas in my area. Um, I think Echo just got into it. A few brands got these little mowers right here, and what
I
they
think
do is
Toro has one too. I think
I
Toro's into
believe
that
got
too. I
one.
seen it at the expo.
They mow all day long. So what it is, I know somebody got a couple customers, and these things will just mow all day long. Nobody has to be there, and it keeps up the maintenance on the yard. So what it is now, the city has I don't know if it's the city or who does the parks in Illinois, but basically they've got solar power machines like this now. No gas no more, no employees to mow it no more, and straight solar power. So no, you ain't gotta buy no bunch of batteries or nothing. You just solar power, and these things go to work and take care of a whole park. That's
Mm.
crazy, guys. Now me, first thing I see when I see these, first thing popped in my mind was who got that park contract. So whoever got that park contract just lost out on that right there.
Yep. Either
And
they lost out or yeah, they basically lost out. So what they can
yeah,
do is
they
just
lost
learn
out.
from it. Learn from it because I know with myself, I would be kind of depending on the cost and where
Uh-huh.
you're gonna situate, where you're gonna place that apparatus at, man, I would be concerned about somebody running off with something like that expensive. But
Yeah,
I just have to see about the ins and outs on it because I know it has to be it has to be pretty expensive. And I know
right.
they also have to go around and do some trimming. Now, I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna be absolutely eliminate the whole crew,
Okay. Okay.
but they gonna have to. They can definitely shorten down on the on the lawnmowers being on the grounds and just have
Now,
maybe a
yeah.
couple guys out there going around the trees and doing the trim work, which will save the parks and the recreation a lot of money just on
Well,
overhead or making payroll. You see what I'm saying?
well, let me
So
tell you, I got a customer that I didn't get her back this year, but I had her for about 3 years, and she's got I don't know how big it is, but I'm gonna tell you the mow is 175 a cut.
ooh,
So that just gives you an idea right there.
yeah,
So
nice
when I
size.
first come out there, man, to get her property, she had 3 of these dead on the property.
Dead.
These things ain't cheap. So she went and spent about $7,500 on these. This what happened. Last year I told her. I took some pictures of them. And she was like, I don't know what to do. They just been out here. I took some pictures of her, man. I got her in touch with somebody at Husqvarna, and I believe Husqvarna let us send all those units back and replace them for her.
That's cool.
So, but yeah, they was just out there. I got a man. It's on my YouTube. It's on my Instagram, but you got to go way down on the feed. I got the
Right.
video with these out in the yard. They was just out there dead, and I'm weed eating around them. I didn't move them or nothing. I don't touch nothing on the property. So once I seen it there, man, it's just there. I weed eat around and all that. But yeah, she had invested in these, and she got them back up and running, but she still doesn't use them.
Yeah,
So, but
man,
I guess
that's
I
crazy.
don't know what it is. I would use them. I spent $7,500 on them. Them things is
I'm
going to work.
They
So
definitely going to work, but with them being so new on the market, that's some of the tweaks that the machine's gonna have to work out, man. So
yeah,
I know it's gonna come with, especially with all
I,
this new
yeah,
technology. Like
and like I say, I think
the tweaks are gonna
my
come
bad,
with it.
go ahead. My
No, go
bad.
ahead.
But what I was saying was, I think she had hers. Like I said, I've been having her. I lost her this year, but I had her for about 3 years. So she
Mm-hmm.
had these when they first come out. So
Oh,
like what
okay.
you just said, since then, man, I know it's night and day in that technology.
Oh yeah, definitely. I know you can testify to that with some of the new
Yeah,
art of equipment that you
that
have with
Chris,
you
yeah.
right now. That it's
I'm gonna
like a
tell you,
night and day from when
yeah,
how things came out in the
I've been using
past.
that battery Chris, man, and I've been liking it. But let me say one more thing before I get into the Chris. With these units, the newer units, I've seen them out there with GPSs on them. If you got anything in the yard, it will literally go around it. So if you got let's say if you got some patio equipment, the kids left toys out in the yard, that mower will look at it, go around it, and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
So that technology is crazy, man. It's coming, man. Like much as we fighting it, they trying to, man. It's a
We
money thing, man. They
we
gonna make
call
us
it
get out.
evolution. We call it evolution,
Evolution.
baby.
But I'm gonna tell you, the Crest had let me down. I've been out with some battery. I've had a couple battery blowers. I used that battery backpack blower the other day. Like I say, I was out blowing for about. I had to switch batteries after about 45 minutes, and that was blowing on high the whole time. I
Mm-hmm.
switched over to the other battery. I got a couple leaf jobs this week, and I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna run it the whole time and run it dead. But I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep my gas Red Max with me just in case. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? So, because I know I'm gonna end up needing it.
Exactly.
So,
No, you're not lying, especially when it comes to them leads, man, because you don't want to get out there and you run out of juice. That'll be the worst thing that could possibly happen to you right there for you to run out
yeah,
of juice. But the thing about it is with the Crest, like you said, man, the battery charge up pretty quickly.
battery
Like
charges
so,
up quickly, man. You'd be
so
surprised.
maybe
Yeah,
13, 20 minutes. I mean, you might be right
you
back to the
back in the
action.
game. But you got to buy those cyber tanks and stuff. So I'm gonna tell you, it's real costly. But this is how I look at it. When I jumped into the game to get into lawn care, it was real costly.
So yeah,
So that's just how I look at it. So man, you got to pay to play. And when you keep hearing people tell you this stuff works, this stuff works, this stuff works. I've been running it 2 years. I've been running it 3 years. I mean, and you got guys that's been doing commercial properties for years, and they're telling you I'm not going back. That says a lot. So
yeah, it does. It does. Well, you
that
gotta
says
look at
a
it like this,
whole
man.
lot.
They're not spending no money on gas. So
Yeah,
if you add it up over a season, I know this year it's probably record breaking for me. I probably have spent about 6, 7, 8, 9,000 in gas this year.
yeah.
So that's just crazy. So when you can just buy that, eliminate the whole gas price, one season it'll pay for itself,
It
and
pay
then
for
you
itself.
have it to run until the eternity of the battery cell. So I can kind of see how to make sense over time, but I just have to see it go that long term distance, and that
Yeah,
battery cell don't burn out like how you see some of the other
yeah.
equipment does. So
Now it's got a 5 year warranty on it. And I'm gonna
see,
say
there you go.
I ain't had a mixed gas can on the truck in 2 weeks, and I done got used to it. It was weird at first, but I done got used to it now. I don't take the mixed gas. I make sure the mowers is topped off, and shit get me through the day. So, but we'll
Exactly.
go ahead. We get to talk about this battery some more. But we got a guest on tonight, and in his area right now, it's the way it's
He-
going. I'll let you
yeah.
introduce him
Yeah,
tonight,
he got
bro.
some stuff going on out there, man. Right now, we getting ready to introduce our guest, man. I've been seeing him on Instagram a lot. I like what he's doing. He's striping. That always draws my attention to people when I see him laying stripes, man. So when I seen it, I start paying attention to him on Instagram. And then I actually got a chance to meet him at the expo. Well, we got a chance to meet a lot of people, man. And Bone can go on and bring him up, man. This is the name of his company, is Neighborhood Gardening Solutions. Hey man, y'all welcome my guy to the stage right now,
Hey,
man.
what's up, man? What's up? What's up?
I
What's up,
appreciate
How
man?
you
we
having,
doing?
man. We doing good, man. You go ahead and introduce yourself, man, and let everybody know where you're from,
All
name of your
right, all
business
right,
again, and what you got going on.
all right, man. Thank you guys for having me. First and foremost, my name's Shaquem Brookins. I'm the owner and operator of Neighborhood Garden Solutions, and we're out of Marlborough, Massachusetts, which is about 20, 30 minutes outside of Boston.
Woo,
Yeah,
woo,
he's
So,
up there. So
woo,
first thing I thought about, I don't mean to cut there. First thing I thought about when you said Boston and we talked about cold weather.
woo.
it's cold up here now.
Y'all
It's
get
cold
it.
up here
Yeah, I
now.
know y'all get
Yeah,
it.
Oh,
So
it's cold up here. We're for a long time, like cold, cold.
yeah. I
yeah.
already
uh,
know it is, man. We'll go ahead and get into it, man. What made you get into the industry of landscaping, lawn maintenance, man? What was the thing
it's
that actually just pushed you in that door, man?
it's crazy because probably like 2 years ago basically I asked my employer for a raise, whatever. They didn't try to give me what I want. And then I'm like, I already knew landscaping. I've done landscaping since I was about 16. I'm 29 now.
Okay.
And then I brought one piece of equipment off Facebook Marketplace of some guy, I think a weed whacker, a Red Max. And I'm like probably like 30, $40. I'm
Wow.
like, hey, you need any landscaping done? I just started my own company, but I only had the weed whacker at the time
The
too.
same guy you brought
Yeah.
it from?
So yeah.
Nah,
I
that's
ended up,
hustle. Yeah.
yeah, I only have the weed whacker. It's crazy. But
That's crazy.
I'm like, yeah, what do you need? He's like, what do you do? I'm like, I do, general maintenance, lawn mowing, pruning bushes, mulch, sod, stuff like that. And he's like, oh no, I kind of need like my yard graded and I need some rocks removed and some trees cut down. I'm like, I do that too. I do that too.
Oh, man. That's
I
nice.
didn't even do it at the time. But so yeah, I ended up doing that for him. I think that job was like 5,800. I'm like, I made that in 12 hours. I
Oh
was like, all
my God.
right. I was like, all right. I hired somebody to come through with a bobcat and what do you call it? A skid steer,
Uh-huh.
and he basically he graded the whole yard for me and took all the rocks out, and I just cut the trees down, and we put new grass seed and all that other stuff down, and it took 12 hours. I'm like, bro, I just made 58. Probably after everything, I probably made like maybe 3,000, like 3K. After mulch, I mean after expenses and everything. I'm like, I just made 3K in 12 hours. I'm like, man, fuck my job.
Oh
Just
man,
like it.
that's
I'm like,
crazy.
all right.
Though.
I'm like, it was crazy how I put everything together too. I had like it was all like within like probably 5 days. I had 5 days to set up everything. I'm on Facebook Marketplace looking for people who runs skid steers and everything, and I just put everything. I'm like, oh, I just did this for this job that quick. I'm like, I know I can do this for other jobs and just put all the pieces to the puzzle together, and then the rest is history, man. We going full fledged.
That's crazy because that was going. My
Yeah,
next question was going to be what made you take the steps out of the jumping. But jumping
yeah,
out there, like you said, your job wasn't paying you enough. You couldn't get a raise, and then you go out into the
yeah.
wild for 3,000.
Yeah, I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, I was after paying everybody and you know what I mean, and everything, you know what I mean. I make sure all the guys, I usually buy the guys lunch when we're doing, jobs on like Sundays or whatever. And if I'm off, I'm making a pretty penny and I'm still paying them good. I'm like, fuck, I'll get you guys lunch, you know
I
what I
get
mean?
it.
Come
What
through
you
with,
do?
yeah, come through with the donuts and coffee in the morning, make sure everybody's happy, make sure, happy workplace, everybody's happy, they want to show back up next
Yeah.
time. So yeah, that was good. I was honestly I was really happy and then blessed and happy that I got that opportunity to do that. And I still work for the dude to this day, and I got a couple of his neighbors, so that's pretty
Oh,
cool.
that's nice,
That's
man.
cool. That is
Yeah,
so
Man, that's
cool
nice
right
right
there,
there.
man.
yeah,
Goodness.
yeah.
Oh my
So
goodness. So just touching base on you already said that you did a little bit of landscaping and everything.
yeah,
Well, you
yeah,
touched bases on it where you was able to delegate and
yeah.
actually get all the work done. But what other services do you offer for which with your business that you have now?
All right, so we do lawn maintenance, basically just mowing, weed whacking. I only probably got about 22 clients right now, and I do pruning, I do sod installations, full garden bed redefining. I do small trees. I'll do bigger trees too if I know there's no liability around, no power lines, not too close to the house and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And but I also have I know probably about 10 of my friends who are in the landscaping field too. So I got some that do hardscape, some that does trees and everything, and they have all the equipment for it. So I'll take jobs on like that too, and then they'll come and put in that work for me, and I kind of just
Dude, that's
what I mean,
Y'all,
great.
do the
break
side
bread
work
together.
stuff for them. So
And y'all breaking
that's
bread
nice.
together.
Exactly,
So, and then
everybody's eating.
that job you getting when you getting a job for like you say 5,800 and somebody
In
know they
12
about to come
hours,
out,
yeah.
they know they about to come out and get 1,000. Hey, what when
Yeah, we good to
Wednesday
go. Let's get it.
Thursday, yeah, let's get it.
Let's
So
go. Let's go.
man, that's crazy because
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you say that man, this year I had a couple hardscape jobs that I
Mm.
got offered. I didn't want to take them on because I was intimidated and scared to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it kind of taught me something this year to where I still don't need to pass that money up.
Right,
So I
right.
started instead of me like just I don't know nobody or nothing. I started. That's basically what I started doing. I started reaching out
Yeah,
to guys. Hey man, do you do this and that? How's your workload looking? Because sometimes you get those guys, and some people they already got their books laid out. Like, hey man, I'm
yeah.
going
Three,
to
four
do this.
months.
Yeah, you just said it. And so
Yeah.
it got me to where I got a couple guys now, and I just got to talk to them. I'm like, hey, boy, if I can get a job for like 4 grand, they like, hey, you get a job for 4 grand, I kick you 1,000. You don't even have to pull up on the property. So,
Right. That's nice.
so,
Right. You
so
just
yeah,
collecting. You
so
just collecting.
you just
Right. You can still
collecting,
do
you
your
just
thing. Right.
yeah. And so I even got a
Yeah.
buddy now. He does carpet cleaning and stuff. And
Yeah.
I said, man, send me over all your before and afters. I'm gonna put this on my website, and I'm gonna start
Oh,
offering
true.
carpet cleaning
True.
services. And so
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
he told me this was about a week ago. He told me, he said, yeah, man, I had somebody in the neighborhood, and they was I did a residential house, and he
Mm.
said, man, we worked 3 hours, man. I made $1,400. So
Sheesh.
when he
That's
told me that,
nice.
I
That's
said,
nice.
so instantly when he said that, I said, bro, if I would have got that job, I could have gave you 1,000 and took that 400. He said, man, I would
Right.
have
And
did
you
it
didn't even got to do
wouldn't have
nothing.
thought
You didn't even
twice.
got to show up.
No,
You just got to
no, he
connect the
said I
dots.
would have did it and I wouldn't have thought twice. And when he told me that, I said, man, send me out your before and afters. I'm about to start
Yeah.
updating the website now.
I
So
Yeah.
have never tapped into that like that feel like it about
yeah.
reaching out to different services because with me having this many homes in Nashville,
Mhm.
I could have already capitalized and could have got guys out there to do the job and could have still
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
been out working and
Yeah.
could have made a little money on that job. The client's happy. So any other
Yep.
service that come up, they will come to me first and see if I have somebody in place to get the job done. That way I keep
Exactly.
everything in house. And you
Yeah.
actually still spreading the wealth around in the city,
Yep.
man. That's
Yep.
awesome, man. That's hats
And
off
Yep.
right there.
for guys who don't know what we talking about, basically what this is subcontracting. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
Subcontracting.
It's
Subcontracting.
subcontracting.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Basically
you
finding
can
a
go
bunch
down.
of finding a bunch of other subcontractors that do things that's really not your niche, you know what I mean? But you guys can all still break bread together and go from there. Like I said, I got a tree service guy, I got a
Yeah.
hardscape guy, I got a carpet cleaning guy too. But I like the way you did it though. You put it all on your website and
Yeah.
then kind of like advertise that. I think that's a nice avenue. I like how you did that. And then
Me
now you
too.
get bread no matter what. I got a
Yeah.
junk removal guy, a moving company guy. So it's like I kind of got it all too. And it's like when the clients that trust you, they can hit you up for those services, and then you can kind of just get a little bit off the top, and then send them out to the people who do those services.
Yeah, because
So
before I get into the next question, I actually a few months back, I was talking to someone and they work for a company, and this guy he gave away all his $100 yards. So all he does is service $1 million properties, and he
oh
just stays
wow,
on the property. If the property needs a fence removed and repaired, he does it. If it needs mulch, he
wow,
does it. If it needs
right,
a deck
right,
replaced, they doing the deck. If they need a garage just rearranged, he
hmm
does everything on the property, and his invoices are 700. Each house he invoices is 700 or better.
yeah, that's
So when
nice,
he
that's nice,
starts off on the mowing, he's starting off on a high end on the mowing, and
right,
basically he's real property maintenance. He's like grounds maintenance.
yeah,
Anything
yeah,
he does it, and he tells me I just got like 10 subcontractors. I
yeah,
got somebody.
exactly.
He said this what makes me so smart. When I know I can't do something, I find somebody who can do it for me.
That's
Mm-hmm.
it. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know who
Yeah,
somebody's gonna do it for you. You could break bread with. You know what I mean? So and you're good to
yeah.
go.
And so,
So
I heard. So with all this work the type of work you getting, you can't be solo. You may be solo. So are you
yeah.
solo or do you got somebody that's with you full time on the side? How is it?
So I'm a full time welder. I do that Monday to Friday, but my job's super flexible. They know I got the landscaping. I do the landscaping too. So if I need to take a day off, I tell them, okay, I got a big job I got to do. I'll take the day off, and it's no problem. But so Thursday and Friday I do landscaping. I usually leave work around. Well, now that landscaping is a little bit slowing down, but in the summer when things are rolling, I leave work around 1 o'clock. I do landscaping until about 7, 8, and then Saturday and Sunday I do landscaping too. So I'm like working like 7 days a week sometimes, which is no problem. I'm still getting started, so I don't mind it. I feel like that's part of that. You got to do what you got to do until you get to that point.
Yeah.
But no, I got about, like I said, I have a lot of people who do this type of work. So I got about 12 to like 14 people on call. I can call them like, hey, I got a big job. You guys want to come out and help me
Hey,
out?
that's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I also
That's
go ahead. I'm
crucial.
sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I have my former landscape employer too, the dude I used to work for who kind of like taught me everything. He comes out and works with me and have his crew come out, his whole crew come out on a Saturday, and I just pay him and his whole crew. And I think we banged out like 11 cleanups last Saturday, and I just paid them all. You know what I mean? And we were getting it done. We were going crazy. We got 11 done in one day. I think
Shoot.
I'm not even gonna lie. I think I made like 4 or 5K on last weekend. You know what I mean? And
Hey, listen,
Saturday and Sunday.
you need to start a temp service too.
yeah,
Hey, real talk, you need to start a temp service, man. The way you keeping workers like that, and you got work for people, and they on
yeah,
that's nice, man. That's real nice.
yeah,
I like that.
yeah. So no, it was pretty good. And he has he has a whole setup, leaf vacuum. I think it's a 7x16 dump trailer. So he just got everything set up, so it's super easy, and you know what I mean. So it helps me out a lot. You know what I mean.
You need to push out 11 jobs when you got all the right equipment.
Yeah, yeah. I think we had 4 or 5 guys, including me, 4 guys. So I hired those 4 guys for the day, and then 5. I was the 5th guy. I think we had 2 leaf plows, and all brand new Red Max blowers too, gas powered blowers.
Hold on, y'all using the brand new ones?
We're using the brand. We're not. We had 19010, and then we had 19010, and then we had 4 8. I think the 860s or something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
moving some leaves. I know
Nah,
y'all
we were
moving
really
some
moving.
leaves. Y'all moving some leaves with the Red Maxes. I know that,
Yeah.
especially that new one. And you
It
got the
wasn't windy at
860s.
all, too. So it
That's
was nice.
good.
It was nice. No
That's
wind.
good.
There was no wind. So we went crazy.
That is my fur.
Yeah. Windy and wet.
Man. Oh my God. You get the blowing. You done got everything back there. You back in the front yard again trying to finish everything. You're blowing, the leaves still blowing over your head.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta learn how to throttle that thing the right way.
Yeah.
You got to keep it below the wind. It's an art to it. If you blow it high, it'll get up in that wind and it's coming back at you. It's different.
Yeah. You gotta take a 5-second break, let the wind pass or whatever. And I think that's also where like having a really good mower comes in with a good bagging system. You know what I mean? Because if there's like, even if you're on a windy day, if you have a good mower, maybe preferably the sit down mowers or something like that have the mulch kit on the side to bag them up and everything. That thing go crazy, man. Because even if there's a lot of leaves behind, it's still gonna suck it all up. You know what I mean? So it's really nice to have a good mower just for the cleanups. You know what I mean?
Man,
or a hurricane too. I don't have a hurricane. I never used one yet. At the expo I used one, but I haven't used one on a job, so I don't really know how efficient it is. But it looks great. It looks great.
Man, that's cool beans right now. So I know a lot of guys. Let me ask you this. How do you go about collecting your payments? You know what I'm saying? When you're going around, a lot of people got different type of payment systems. I forgot the initials. I think what's called SRM systems or something like that.
CRMs.
CRMs, yes. A lot of people use CRMs. What do you use to actually help you track down your payments, especially in the brunt of the season when you're in lawn maintenance, when they can kind of a little bit get away from you?
Yeah. Honestly, I have like a quote temp. I have like a template set up where I have like sending out quotes and invoices. I do like Venmo, Cash App, cash, and checks. So I do like those 4 form of payments. Most of my clients do checks, which is fine, and I just have them send it to my PO box. I'll have them send. I'll send out the invoice, and then they'll send me the check. Some of them I don't even. Those are the good ones. You don't even got to say nothing. They send it while I'm on the job. They'll still send it like, oh here, I see you're outside. Boom, I look at my phone. And they already sent them. Like, you know what? I appreciate that. Quick.
If you can be out there on the job and you already payment mid-job.
Yeah, exactly. So
I trust you to have it done the right way.
Right. And that's when you go above and a little bit more above and beyond for those clients who really, you know what I mean? They ain't playing no games. They send it to you while you're still on the job or this right when you leave or whatever. They know you're coming that day, whatever. Those are clients you really, I mean, everybody you go above and beyond for, but those ones you go above and beyond, you know?
But with you not having a CRM, you know, and you taking on nice jobs like that with, you know, nice size jobs where a nice amount of money involved, have you ever got anybody that screws you over?
Not yet. I have people who still owe me money from, you know, a few months from like lawn mowing season. It's only probably like $200 or something like that. So I'm not really too worried about it. I sent them a couple invoices or whatever, and they said they're gonna pay me, but they just haven't got around to it, whatever. So I don't be tripping on it. I'll send them one like once a week or something like that, and you know when they pay me, they pay me. You know, times is tough, so I'm like it's only $200, so I don't want $200, so I'm not tripping too much. But next year,
they straight, yeah.
Right. You know, next year I'm gonna go. I've been looking at the jobber for about a year now, a year and a half. I want to do jobber. I'm doing the card on file. I'm billing every 2 weeks I'm a bill, you know.
I don't know what Jobber charges or price is. I mean, no knock to Jobber. I got a lot of people use Jobber too. But,
I used it. I think it was like $69, $79 a month for you to have I think it's four administrations on there, and you will be able
Right,
to
right,
you will be able to text them through the system. Now
right.
if you move up to the
Right.
$100 and some dollar system
Yeah.
that they have the package, you will be able to call through the jobber system, so
Okay.
they
Yeah.
won't actually be calling your main business line, which
Yeah.
Right, right.
it could
Right.
be kind of, it's a delicate act to it, because like I feel like as long if you're disorganized and like
Mm-hmm.
you in the beginning, it'll be
Yep.
good for you to have one of those systems in place, that way you can actually build it. But if you're but the problem I had with Jobber, why I left it, because I was already so established and I already had a system. For me to
Right.
upload all that data in the Jobber, listen to me,
That's
that's like a month worth of stuff right there that I had to
yeah.
upload. And then with me, I'm a control freak. So if something goes wrong with that system that I don't like, they have all my data and I'm
Yeah.
stuck with them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I
I
know what you
don't
mean. I
like
didn't think of it like
that
that.
level of control when it comes to some of them systems like it. That's why I pulled out, because everything that they had, they got generic terminology in it. The one
Right,
like I
right,
had to go in and tweak it. Everything I had to tweak.
I
So
gotta
I
do it.
felt
I use.
myself doing way too much work. And I'm like, this
right.
is crazy. And I already had
Yeah.
something in place. So
Right,
that's
Yeah.
right.
why I kind of pulled out of it. But for somebody in the beginning, I
Yeah.
think I think you can really work with that system so it can
Yeah. Yeah.
benefit you in your business. But if
Right.
you're well established, it's gonna be a lot of work. You uploading all
I
your
Yeah.
data in there.
when I switched over all my stuff about 2 summers back, and I started uploading people. I use Yardbook, so Yardbook's free. Uh, you can still email everybody all at once. You can still send texts out to people. Say like if you got 15 yards for the day, you can put the 15 yards in there. You hit route optimize. It'll show you the exact route you need to go for that day to save you gas where you ain't all over
Oh,
town.
that's nice.
The best way to go and stuff. So I was scared of it at first, but
That's
man, I'm
nice.
gonna tell you, I don't know what I do without it now because when it comes to my payments and stuff, man, it helped me so much. I was chasing
Yeah.
so much money, man. I was having missed payments and stuff. And so, like tomorrow when I get out, 1, 2, 3, I got 3 yards. When I get done, they not gonna be at home. All I do is hit a button. Everything's going to my account. Uh,
Mm.
this year I maybe seen 15, 20% of my cup. I'm talking. This might be high. I didn't see
Mm.
none of my customers for real. But all I got was, hey, I'm coming out today, got you on schedule. Thanks. When I got done, hey, got home, seen the yard. Thanks again. And a lot of my customers told me I actually like it like this because I don't forget to pay you. And I ain't thinking about, oh, it just, sometimes
Right,
when you
right.
got, I owe this bill, I owe this bill. And they're like, I just know when you come through, it's already taken care of. I don't have to worry about it. So,
Yeah,
I mean, like you say, once you got a system, you got to find what works for you. But man, it
Right.
started, especially with that route density, man. When I got to putting in them routes and I started getting everything weekly this year, I could hit that route density button. And man, it just basically it shows me bam, bam, I'm hitting each neighborhood instead of like looking through my book. I was all over the place sometimes. I
Yeah.
yeah,
look
Yeah.
at somebody and I'm like, man, I was just in that neighborhood. And now I got to go all the way back when I'm done with this one because I got them down today on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, but what I like about it is free.
There you
So,
Right,
go.
right, right.
so it was free. And like I say, when you get out here in the industry, I'm talking to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. And they tell me, man, I've been using it this amount of years. I've been using it this amount of years. And it's funny, some of the biggest influence that you'll see, they still running yard book. You got a lot to run jobber too, but you got a lot to run yard book too.
Lot
So
of them.
Right, right.
yeah, but yeah, CRM, that's nice that you can get your money without no problem. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right. Yeah,
No, that's true,
that's
because
nice.
that's a benefit from using the systems that y'all use, because I know with me, I have about 10, 15, 20 people that I'm chasing them down right now, to the point to where like they getting ready to get sued. Like I'm not
Yeah,
playing.
yeah,
Ain't no forgetting. They pay. Nah, man, it's to the point they getting ready to get sued now if
yeah,
they don't come
yeah.
on with my money. Like they got them aggressive letters. They only got 7 days to respond and let you know when that money
Oh,
coming.
Yeah,
right,
So
aggressive.
if
right,
they
right.
let them if they let them 7 days go by, they might as well go on and keep the money, because the price
Yeah.
done went up. You just go on
Right,
and keep it,
right,
because
right,
if they
right.
if they
Hey,
pay after them 7 days, I'm sending the money back, because it ain't that price no more. Nah, that ain't enough. I'm
Exactly,
gonna send it back.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
I
it
got
done went up.
I got a question for you. Because we was talking about the before I forget, we was talking about the solar power equipment at the
Mm.
beginning. So your area is one of those areas that has
Yeah.
got hit. What's going?
Yeah.
Let people know what's going on in your area right now when it comes to gas versus battery.
All right. So there's unfortunately for me, I just invested all this money into gas powered equipment, and I'm like, so of course, as soon as I get into the landscaping, they want to go. Everybody want to go battery. That's they're trying to force the battery on you. I haven't used a battery, so I don't know if they're really they're equivalent to the power and the gas, gas equipment. But yeah, so a lot of the not a lot of the cities, but I'd probably say about maybe 2 to 4, 2 to 5 cities are in the Boston area are going electric only. So because a lot of people are complaining about the noise in the morning or the noise at nighttime when you're in
Yeah.
June, May, June, July, August when it's still 8 p.m. and it's still bright out. People are still going because you're going till from sun up to sundown. So they're complaining about the noise, and that comes from the gas equipment and the electric equipment. That doesn't happen, and they want the eco-friendly and all that. So yeah, there's about 2 to 5 cities in Massachusetts that are going electric only. So I'm like, I just invested tens of thousands of dollars in the gas equipment, and now I gotta probably within the next few years. My city, the towns that I work in, they're not like that yet, but they're right outside
Yeah.
the towns I work in. It's coming. It's gonna be here before I know it. And once it comes, it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to buy a whole new fleet of stuff.
It's funny you say eco-friendly too, because I'm gonna be running the Crest next summer,
Mhm.
and that's gonna be one of my selling points is
Right, eco-friendly.
almost. I'm gonna just say I don't use.
Almost.
No, I'm gonna tell them straight up. I don't use no
Yeah.
gas on handheld equipment. Got to use the gas on the mowers. So I'm gonna try to
Right,
use
right,
because you actually got some people that's like they want to save the environment.
right,
So
right. No, there is people like that. Yeah, yeah,
people
and
like it. So I'm gonna just play off the emotions. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah. So
yeah, no, there is people like that out there. So
yeah,
there's actually the companies that do run the electric mowers, electric equipment. They advertise eco-friendly. I think they had an electric skid steer. I seen one company with an electric skid steer. I'm like, how does this even work? Like, how do y'all electric mowers, electric skid steers, electric everything? I'm like, it's crazy. I'm gonna send after the stream and everything. I'm gonna send you guys the name of the company and all that. You guys can
only thing
check them
I
out.
think of is a Tesla with a grapple on it or something. You feel me? Crazy.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
with some
How you,
attachments on it.
yeah, that's crazy right there, man.
Yeah,
Wow, I ain't never heard of no
I
bat man, an
Me
electric
neither. I
scooter.
want to know would they still be able to hold the weight, like the
that
weight
makes
of the
sense.
skid.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
I want to know. I mean, are they still gonna be able to hold that? Because those skid steers can pick up thousands of pounds and move
yeah.
them around. Can they actually transition the weight
The way
that
I bet
on
they
the
can.
on the battery
from
power?
the
That's gonna be something to see. You
that is
see,
gonna be something to see. Honestly,
because
some
those
things just need to
skid
be
steers
gas.
are diesel. They're
Yeah,
diesel.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I mean, I have to see something like that for
yeah.
real. I
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
see
gonna
them
have to
move some
see.
rocks. I gotta see them
I'm gonna
move some big
say
rocks.
I was when I was talking to somebody, they was like, "Man, I never go battery," and I was telling them, I was like, "Well, when the last time you tried it?" And he was like, "I tried it about 6 years ago." And I told him, I said, 6 years ago to now, that battery stuff can change.
Yeah,
Even like you got to think about like Tesla and them Cybertrucks now. I see them in my town, and I'm like, man, these people got a truck that they can. And the Cybertruck, have you seen one like race something? Man, those
Oh
things
yeah,
get
yeah.
up. I don't
they
know how
They,
long
fast.
that battery lasts, but to see somebody with a battery truck with no gas and you could take your hands off the wheel and get you to where you want,
yeah, there's something
battery
about
will
that.
take a long way. I gotta see this skidster, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I'm gonna send you guys the stuff
Gotta see that.
off stream. I'm gonna send you guys the links and stuff to that company.
Oh,
That's
definitely, definitely.
crazy.
Yeah.
I meant to. Normally we have a question in here, like, what's your preference on equipment that you run? Because like a lot of people, they run. You got people like the Right Mowers, some people like Ferris, some people like Exmark, which is my brand. I mean,
Yeah, I'm an Xmark guy.
what's your brand of choice?
So I've always ran Xmark my whole life basically. So I'm an Xmark mower type guy. The only thing I don't like is that for Exmark is that the standard mowers, they don't have the big double bagger bagging systems on the standard. And Wright has that. That's what I like about the Wright mower. So I like Exmark first. I would say Wright and Ferris. Those are my three favorite mowers. I run Exmark. I run Red Max blowers, blowers, and then and hedge trimmers, Red Max hedge trimmers, and steel weed whackers, hedge trimmers, and chainsaws, and Husqvarna. Those are
Yeah,
about all the equipment I use.
what
Okay.
you had said something, man. I think it threw me off. But you had said something about it threw me off about the equipment, man.
Mm,
Oh, okay. The X mark. Back to the X mark.
yeah,
So the X mark, that's the vertex, ain't it?
yeah. The Vertex. They call it the Vertex. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the stand on. Okay, that's what I thought it
I
was. So
think.
go ahead.
Yeah, I think they might be coming up because I was at the Equip Expo. I think I might have been talking to the dude, and they're coming up with
The
the for
bagging
the
system.
Vertex. Yeah, the bagging system with the 2 or 3 baggers on there. So you can basically collect the leaves and mulch them up before they go in the bagging system a little bit more. Kind of how they do for the sit down
Man,
mowers.
I ain't gonna lie. I like that vertex, man. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
It just looked like it worked. When I see it every
yeah,
time, I'm like, man. And I think I think Brian might run them. Brian Line Maintenance.
yeah, yeah. I watch them a lot too. Yeah, yeah,
So I think that's what I seen them on because I watched it and I was just looking. I'm like, that more just looked mean and looked like it worked. And
yeah,
X marks.
yeah.
I ain't
The,
seen nobody.
the,
It's like even if you don't know how to stripe, it's like you stripe on accident with them. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. Yeah, those are some really nice mowers. What's special about the right mowers? So I think they're called standard mowers instead of the Vertex. But the standard mowers for the right and the sit down mowers, the bagger, I think the whole 3 bags, and you can either put it from the sit down mower or to the Vertex. It's the same bag, so you don't need to buy 2 bagging systems.
Oh, that's
That's what I
crazy.
like. That's what I
Nice.
like about it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you don't need to buy 2 separate bagging systems. Whatever one you're going to be bagging with, you can just switch the bagger over from the standard or Vertex, for different
Yeah.
terms, or the sit down mower. So that's what I like about it. And the dude kind of sold me on that. But I'm an Xmark guy. I want to keep everything Xmark. And but I mean that just having that, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
that change option is really nice.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'll be seeing you with that walk behind too. What's it called?
Yeah.
I don't like different brands. I don't be knowing what's it called. Is it Surf Tracer?
A turf tracer, yeah, turf
Turf tracer.
tracer.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because man, let me tell you something. I be seeing them walk behinds, and if I had a necessity for them in my area, I would actually
Hmm.
get one
Yeah.
because you can get a walk behind for half the prices. You know, a bigger mower. You still commercial,
Right.
and you're gonna be able to stripe like crazy. I
Crazy.
don't
Yeah. Plus the hills. The
Yeah,
hills.
the heels and one thing about walk behinds, I ain't seen none to scalp. Now, it might be something out
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
but I ain't seen too many walk behinds to scalping anything.
Yeah, I
So
think the wider you go, the more obviously chance you have of scalping. But that's with any mower when you hit over
yeah,
like bumps and stuff like that. But I got the walk behind. The first mower I got is the X Mark Turf Tracer. I got the walk behind because I do a lot of hills. So I'm like, with the hills, I've been doing crazy hills with the X Mark for years. So I'm like, let me just get this. I know I got a lot of crazy hills coming up, and it's honestly paid off so much. You know what I mean? So the
Yeah.
hill, we're doing the hills.
probably
It is
preach that.
crazy, crazy. You just go sideways on the hill. The more steep it is, just go sideways, and you're good to go. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can get the hills
probably
done no
preach that
problem.
with that walk behind.
Yeah, you can't do that with a sit down mower or a Vertex or standard mower. You know what I mean? I be
That's
doing some steep, scary hills where it's like,
I
I'm
know.
gonna be the only one to mow this. I'm gonna be if anything happens to the machine, it's gonna be on me. I don't want nobody falling, slipping, because sometimes I'm like mowing on the hill sideways, and I'll just start, going down sideways like that, and I just
Oh,
follow it. I just stay calm and follow it, even if I'm, like at a little bit of jog, but I always, catch myself again, and then I
And
just go back over.
you can just jump off of it with that. It ain't like
Yeah, and then it'll turn off. It turns off. Yeah, yeah.
okay, yours turn okay, because I've
They
heard
turn
people say
off. There's a kill switch. There's a kill switch.
okay. I heard people say
There's a kill switch.
from the walk behinds, yeah, you might be getting pulled behind. So
Nah, there's a kill switch out there. There's a kill switch. It's still gonna roll though. It's still gonna roll.
Yeah, it's
But
still
Right.
yeah,
gonna
this kill
roll,
switch.
but when it shuts off, it won't roll as fast. You will be able to
Right,
get down
and
to it and control it and
right,
put
and
the
the blades
brake
ain't
on.
running. Yeah,
Yeah, put the brake on. It ain't gonna be as fast as going down the
right,
hill
right,
as it if it's just still in gear. Once this
right,
kill
right.
switch catches, it'll slow down, but it'll
Yeah,
slowly but surely be working its way down so you can
yeah,
catch up to it. So
yeah.
I
So,
got one question too before we get you out of here, man. What type of
uh,
influence has the social media had on you as far as with your business and where you want to take it and just the impact it's had on you?
honestly, when I first got into this, I did not think that the community was this big, super friendly too. Everybody I'm meeting here is just uplifting each other. I'm like, and I don't know what any other industry there is that people just uplift each other, and it's like there's more than enough grass and bushes to prune for all of us. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's just super friendly. Everybody's nice, helping each other, sharing their knowledge, making sure everybody's doing the right things with the CRMs, with the numbers, how to collect payments and all that other stuff. And it's just a big, nice community. And definitely meeting up with you guys and everybody else at the expo. It's just super inspiration. And then there's so many classes and courses you can take, and so many people you can meet out there, and so many
Yeah.
different places you can take this. It just gets me more inspired every day to just keep grinding, keep my head down, and keep grinding until I'm where I want to be. You know what I mean? So we just getting started, man. We just getting started.
Yeah, because
exactly.
I'm tell you, I
Uh,
didn't touch more than 5 years ago. I didn't know nothing about this industry.
right.
And when I came into the industry, I was like, I want to know every in and out, nick and cranny
Yeah.
I can learn. And man, this social media stuff has just been
Yeah.
amazing. Like you say, man, I've met dudes, and I'm out here looking rough right now. You meet some of these guys with big beards looking rough and stuff, and man, these dudes be big teddy bears, man, and don't want to do nothing but give you the game for real, man.
Yeah.
Be
Literally.
Exactly.
Literally. Literally.
man, be
So
like, man,
nah.
he's like he'll kick a tree over with his foot or something. You get to talking to him. Hey, you get to talking to him, and next thing you know, man, you got a big
Yeah.
like, man, dude ain't nothing but a big teddy bear. He just it's been
Yeah.
book you'll judge a book by his cover. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, man, some of the best people I done met, man. I'm talking about they done, man. I
Yeah.
have me in the fall, even looking forward to these leaf jobs, man. I salute, and I got to give shout out to everybody that I watched. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I didn't know I could get this deep into the game.
Yeah.
Once I got told in October, my first year, my mower was put up, and then I watched
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
video. Wow, you got your mower put up? Why you ain't out here doing leaves? So, and I'm like, oh dang, I could do leaves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it just
All
opened my mind.
right.
Man, the social media thing, it's beautiful, man. That's why I had to
It
Yeah.
hit
It's
you.
is.
different.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Now it's definitely inspiring to see other people scale their business the way they do it, and you just want to implement a little bit of what they got to yours and take what works for you to put into your business and stuff like that, and just take things to the next level. It's definitely inspiring, honestly, to see. And everybody, a lot of people start the same way you do. Once you see that, it's like you kind of
Yeah.
like get a little connection to that person and their content and whatever. It's like, oh shit, I started the same way. So like, you know what I mean? If you can do that and scale to this, I can do the same shit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So
Man, you got any more questions for him, Crawley?
Nah, I think we pretty much wrapped up. You coming to the expo next year?
I'm coming to the
Cool
expo.
beans, man.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
we
all I
locked
want to
in.
know,
You
man.
guys
Cause
got an
I'm
event going on at the expo again next year, right? You guys did
oh
something.
definitely.
Back
Yeah,
at it,
definitely,
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
ongoing forever, man. It's gonna be even bigger
yeah.
next year.
And that's
Exactly. Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
It's funny because I kept seeing you pop up on the feed, and it's I'm saying your name and stuff. But then we get to the expo, I'm like, oh, he be popping up on my feed. That's him right there. You feel me? So,
It is crazy.
you know how it is on the feed, man. You'll see so much stuff,
Right, right.
man. Names for me, I ain't good. I
Nah, I feel
remember
you. I feel you.
your name might go, but once I see your face, it's
Right,
like,
right.
okay,
Oh, we
I know
locked
where I
in. We
know him
locked in.
from. Yeah, I know where I know him from now. So,
Right, right.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's crazy.
man, it was great having you on tonight, man. Y'all got to get on.
Thanks for having me, man.
Let me
Oh,
drop this
definitely,
stuff
man.
down here.
Stick
Let me make
around.
sure I get this right in the comments.
Yeah,
Let me
stick
see.
around until we finish up, bro. We're gonna holler at you a little bit more.
All
Hold
right,
on,
word, word. I'll be here. I ain't going
Okay.
anywhere.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave his handle down here in the comments. That
Word,
way,
word.
y'all can get on IG. I know you do a lot of TikTok too.
Yeah, trying to get the TikTok popping.
Ain't no wrong with
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
So,
trying to get everything popping. We hitting every avenue.
yep. That's the that's his handle right there.
Word,
Y'all
appreciate you, man.
And man, we appreciate you coming on tonight, man.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna stay on. I'm gonna keep tuning in.
Yeah,
Okay,
man. And
cool.
hey, thank you, because now I'm looking for a $5,800 job to help me finish out the year. I ain't playing. I'm telling you, everybody we talk to on here, I literally take something and try to use it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Man, I
yeah.
try to
Facts,
use that
facts,
too.
facts,
Yeah,
facts.
I'm
You
just trying to
know.
find me a $5,800 job so we can have a good Christmas.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, man. Close mouths don't get fed. That's what you got to do. You know.
Definitely.
One more thing before I
Facts.
leave too.
go
The
ahead.
Google reviews. Make sure I usually send those in my invoices. At the end of the
All
invoices,
right.
or put them in like just like a nice message in there. Put the link in there and put them at the bottom of your invoices, and then personally send them to the client too, so you can run up your Google reviews. And that's the best way to do them right there. You do
All
100 jobs for 100 different people. That's 100 reviews you can get in that one summer. You know what I mean? So,
Man, that's
yeah,
smart
that's just
right there.
a little bit more knowledge right there. Yeah.
That's smart.
Man, that's what's up,
Uh,
man. Hey, we
uh,
appreciate you coming on.
hey, man, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all.
Oh,
We lit.
anytime.
Hey, he just dropped some game, because let me tell you, it's actually, man, it's crazy. It's confirmation on what I was about to do.
Yeah.
I literally, because it's the end of the season. So when I got up in the morning, I'm about to send out a text to everybody. Hey, do anybody need any type of thing done before Thanksgiving? But when I got done with that, I was also going to tell, hey, thank you, everybody who's been with me this year. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for being with me. If you don't mind, leave a Google review of your experience with me. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm number one in my area, but that's basically I'm trying to get to where I want to separate myself like crazy.
I
Because
think
once
that's
you get,
go bone. That's gonna separate you. If you
yeah,
get a
and once you,
review from all them clients, and all of
yeah,
them go give it to you because you've
yeah,
already been providing good service for them all year,
yeah,
they're gonna
because
write a good review for you, man. For real,
yeah,
that'll
and
definitely
that Google
separate
review,
you.
what it does is, man, once people go line curve, you the first one popping up, man, you getting the pick of the litter. And usually when people call and they just like, I just need somebody to cut the grass, they got the money, they don't have the time. And
Exactly.
that's what it is. They just want it done. So,
Exactly.
but man, we'll leave y'all on that one, man. Get y'all Google reviews up. If y'all ain't on Google, man, get on Google. It's the quickest way to start getting more customers, word of mouth, without even having to be there. So get on
Exactly.
Google, man. Pay attention to this new technology that's coming up. And we out of here, man, and we'll holler at you next Tuesday.
I'll let y'all next Tuesday.